How would you do if the place you called home was suddenly deemed unfit by strangers who never stepped foot in your world? For Marcus Reed, a carpenter with hands calloused from years of building dreams out of wood, his cabin in the dense pines of Willow Creek was more than a house site, was his sanctuary. Built with his late father 2 decades ago, every plank held memories of laughter, loss, and love. But the Willow Creek Homeowners Association, led by Karen Ellison, saw it differently. An eyesore, a violation of their pristine community standards. They wanted Marcus gone. The trouble began with a letter, crisp and impersonal, demanding Marcus vacate his property within 30 days. The HOA claimed his cabin, tucked deep in the woods, didn't meet their architectural guidelines. Marcus, a quiet man who preferred the hum of the forest to neighborhood gossip, ignored it at first. But Karen, a real estate developer with a knack for control, wasn't one to be ignored. She escalated fines, legal notices, even a sheriff's visit. Marcus felt the walls of his world closing in, each step a test of his resolve to stay. The tension peaked one humid evening when Karen and her board arrived at his doorstep, eviction notice in hand. Marcus stood firm, his voice steady but his heart racing. "This is my home," he said, eyes locking with Karen's. "You don't get to decide what it's worth." The board members shifted uncomfortably, but Karen's gaze didn't waver. She saw Marcus as an obstacle. He saw her as a threat to everything he held dear. The standoff ended with a promise. Marcus had 1 week to comply, or they'd force him out. That night, alone in his cabin, Marcus uncovered an old box of his father's papers. Among them was a faded deed, revealing a shocking truth: his family's land extended far beyond the cabin, encompassing half the HOA's gated community. The twist sent his mind reeling. His father, a surveyor, had never mentioned it, perhaps to protect Marcus from the weight of such power. But now it was a weapon. Marcus didn't want revenge, he wanted justice. He began researching, digging into county records, and found an ally in Clara, a retired lawyer who'd left the HOA years ago after clashing with Karen. Clara, sharp and unafraid, saw Marcus's fight as her chance to right old wrongs. Clara's arrival shifted the story's tide. Her white hair and soft drawl masked a fierce intellect, and she uncovered a second bombshell. Karen's board had been skimming HOA funds for personal gain, using eviction threats to seize undervalued properties. Marcus's cabin was just their latest target. Armed with this, Marcus and Clara devised a plan not just to save his home, but to dismantle the HOA's corrupt grip on Willow Creek. The climax came at the annual HOA meeting, a sterile room buzzing with residents. Karen, confident in her control, opened the floor, unaware of the storm brewing. Marcus stood, deed in hand, and laid out his claim. Gasps rippled through the crowd as he revealed the land's true boundaries. Then Clara took the stage, exposing the board's financial misconduct with receipts and records. The room erupted: anger, disbelief, betrayal. Karen's face drained of color as residents turned on her, demanding answers. By the end, a vote was called, and Marcus, backed by Clara and a growing coalition, was elected to the board. In a final, poetic turn, he leveraged his land rights to dissolve the HOA entirely, freeing Willow Creek from its iron grip. Marcus didn't gloat. He returned to his cabin, the forest now quieter, the air lighter. His fight wasn't just for a house site, it was for dignity, for the right to belong. Clara visited often, their unlikely friendship a reminder that justice thrives in unexpected alliances. The land, once a battleground, became a place of peace, where Marcus carved a new sign: home, forever free. Yindi.